Okay, listen up. We need to talk about this thing called gravity. You know, the invisible force that keeps us from floating into space while we're just trying to grab a sandwich. Yeah, that thing. But honestly, it's so much weirder than we realize. So, ever wondered why the apple falls from the tree instead of just hovering there like some kind of wizardry? Well, let's figure it out together and maybe make it a bit fun along the way. Alright, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Gravity, it's that thing that keeps your feet firmly planted on the ground so you don't end up drifting off into the stratosphere. It's like the universe's way of saying, hey, chill out, stay here with us. But what exactly is gravity? It's one of those things we all know exists, but never really sit down to think about, right? Like how your phone somehow always falls face down, or how you've never been able to get away with skipping leg day at the gym. But in all seriousness, gravity is probably the simplest, most important force we experience every day. And yet, there's still so much weirdness about it. So, let's take a look at how gravity works, why it's a total party pooper when you jump, and why we don't just float around like astronauts in our daily lives. 1. The basics of gravity. First off, gravity is a force. And like all forces, it pulls things toward each other. But here's the twist, it's not just any force. Gravity is the force that attracts objects with mass to each other. So, everything with mass pulls other things with mass. Got it? Well, buckle up, because it gets better. For example, Earth has mass, a lot of it, and that mass is what pulls everything toward it. So, when you drop your phone, what's actually happening is Earth's massive mass is saying, hey, phone, come back here. I'm pulling you down. It's like Earth is the world's biggest magnet, but instead of pulling metal, it pulls everything. The only problem is Earth's gravity is so powerful that when you drop your phone, it doesn't politely land next to you. Nope. It falls right to the ground. So if you think you can escape gravity's grasp, good luck with that. To gravity and Isaac Newton. Alright, let's talk history for a sec, just a little bit. You've probably heard of Isaac Newton. Big deal in science. That guy. Apparently, the whole gravity thing started for him when an apple fell from a tree. I know, right? An apple? Not the most dramatic start for one of the most mind-blowing concepts in physics. But hey, when inspiration strikes, it strikes. Newton's big idea. Gravity's strength depends on two things: how much mass the objects have and how far apart they are. So, the heavier the object, like Earth, the stronger its pull. And the closer things are to each other, the stronger the attraction. So, if you're standing on the Earth, gravity is pulling you down with a force of about 9.8 meters per second squared. I know, it sounds like a lot of numbers, but it's really just how fast you're accelerating toward the ground when you jump or drop something. 3. Why don't we float away? Now, you might be wondering, okay, cool, but if gravity is so strong, why don't we just float around all the time like balloons? Well, first of all, you're not a helium-filled object, so that's part of the problem. But the real answer lies in the fact that gravity on Earth is everywhere, and it's working overtime to keep you grounded. It's not like gravity is only active when you drop your keys or trip over something. It's constantly pulling you toward the Earth. And while Earth's gravity is strong, it's not strong enough to make you float off. What keeps you from floating off is the fact that you're also getting pulled down by Earth's gravity, while at the same time, there's nothing strong enough above you to pull you into space. So, essentially, Earth's gravity is like that strict parent who doesn't let you leave the house without a good excuse. Nope, you're staying here. You're not going anywhere. For our gravity in space. Now, here's the kicker. In space, gravity is still a thing. Like, you've seen astronauts floating around, right? But here's the thing, they're not weightless because gravity doesn't exist. They're weightless because they're in free fall. Think of it like this. They're constantly falling toward Earth, but because they're moving so fast sideways, they keep missing the Earth. It's like trying to jump off a cliff, but instead of falling straight down, you start flying sideways. You just never hit the ground. It's like the world's most extreme roller coaster. So, no, space isn't some magical weightless zone, there's still gravity up there. It's just that the astronauts are falling along with their spaceship, so it looks like they're floating. But they're not. They're just falling in style. 5 gravity and everyday life. Alright, let's get back to Earth for a sec. Gravity affects us in more ways than just making things fall. Ever notice how it's harder to walk uphill than downhill? That's gravity too. It's constantly pulling us down, and when you go uphill, you're fighting against it. It's like trying to push against a giant, invisible hand that's saying, nope, stay down. And don't even get me started on the elevator. You know that feeling when you get into an elevator and suddenly it starts moving and for a split second you feel like you're floating? Well, that's gravity playing tricks on you. The elevator is moving at the same speed you're used to feeling when you're just standing still, so it feels like you're weightless. But really, you're just in the elevator's gravitational pull. 6 gravity and black holes. And now, because I'm feeling extra fun, let's talk about black holes. These things are like the ultimate gravity magnets. A black hole is a region of space where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. Yeah, no big deal. So, if you get close enough to a black hole, gravity will be pulling on you like crazy, stretching you out like spaghetti. Not exactly the vacation spot you want, right? So, if you're ever near one, just do yourself a favor and back away slowly. Sum up. So, to sum it up, gravity is that invisible force keeping your feet firmly on the ground and ensuring you don't go floating off into space. It pulls on everything with mass, whether it's your phone, the apple that hit Isaac Newton's head, or even you. It's always there, never taking a break, always reminding you that, yes, you are stuck here on Earth for now. But hey, at least gravity keeps us grounded literally. Next time you drop your phone and probably curse, just remember, it's not a tragedy. It's just gravity doing its thing. So give it a thumbs up, maybe. And if you enjoyed learning about gravity really enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Who knows, maybe next time you drop your phone, you'll laugh about it. Catch you next time on Fun with Facts where science is never boring. Take care and see you in the next Fun with Facts videos.